Joel, it's okay. They're coming. Hey Joel, we're gonna redo your entrance again. So just go backstage. We're gonna give you the same cue. We're gonna give you a glow and come on, okay?
Okay, sorry. Hey, Lori.
By the way, Joel,
Yeah.
we're gonna have that backwash so you can see. Do the backwash. Hold on. We're gonna have this on so you can see where you're going.
Awesome.
Okay, so don't worry about that. We'll fade that down when you're in place, and then we'll bring up the wash.
Okay. Hey,
Joel,
Laura,
did you get the wig?
Yeah, I don't have the letter so that you had in your hands a few minutes ago.
You know what?
She's gonna go get the letter.
Oh. Alright, let's try
Never
that
mind,
again.
Laura, we got.
I have 2 seconds. Good afternoon, Miss Lovelace.
I'm warning you, Gil. I'm gonna call you.
Miss Lovelace? You're no lady.
One of these days, I'm really gonna lose my temper with that guy. Get my hands on him, and I'll just.
Now, Dirk, don't let him get you down. Miss Lovelace's Advice is Well Learned is a very popular column. You must admit that.
Oh, why do I have to be called Miss Lovelace?
Mr. Hogan explained all that. No one wants advice given by a young man of 25. Dirk Lane. Now, how many readers would go for that? But Miss Lovelace, she's a natural. A sweet little old lady who's lived a long, full, wise life. The readers love it, Dirk.
Miss Lovelace is a battling old witch. Look at these letters. Would you believe that so many people have love troubles?
About those letters. The column has to be in Mr. Hogan's office at 5. It's after 2 now.
Wait, let me. Sorry, Josie. Some Lovelace pittance you down. I don't know what I'd do without you. Another thing.
Yes, Dirk.
You're the best secretary a fella ever had.
Thanks.
Listen to this one, Josie. Dear Miss Lovelace, I am an attractive girl of 45, and I am in love with my sister's mother-in-law's father's wife's son. This man's brother's wife's father-in-law seems interested in me. What advice can you give me? Signed, Confused. Take this down, Josie. Dear Confused. Watch your step, dearie. A friend of mine had a similar problem, and she found herself engaged to her own grandfather. Here we go again. Dear Miss Lovelace, my husband's snoring is driving me crazy. He keeps everyone awake, and we've had to move from 3 apartment houses. I can't fall asleep because he sounds like a whistling tea kettle. What shall I do? Signed, Sleepless Nights. Ready, Josie? Dear Sleepless Nights, try putting a clothespin on your husband's nose. If that doesn't work, put the whole clothesline around his neck. He won't be keeping you awake again. I can't put my mind to Miss Lovelace this afternoon. Miss Lovelace. Why didn't she go down to the old ladies' home and stop meddling in everyone else's business?
Now, Dirk, he helped a lot of people. Why, just the other day, we got that nicest letter from that sweet girl.
Sweet. What sweet girl?
You know, the one who signed herself. Here it is. Doubtful. She was in love with an English nobleman. Her rich, tyrannical father disapproved. He wanted her to marry a solid, substantial American type. She didn't know what to do.
That's right. You answered the letter in the column. I told her to marry the nobleman knitted shawl. That's what I've always wanted.
Hello, kitties! Well, if it isn't Toxic Tessie. Oh, I know that's what I'm called behind my back. Well, at least the great hungry public likes the concoctions in my food column. Well, what recipe did you feature this week? Jellied frog's legs. I know it sounds pretty awful, but Hogan wants fancy recipes. I doubt we'll have any readers left after they've tried jellied frog's legs. Well, if it isn't Henrietta Bryce, our dear fashion editor. What's that you're wearing? The latest fashion from the house of Dracula? I wouldn't talk if I were you, Tessie. Your recipes have built up a wonderful business for the Pepto-Bismol industry. Ladies! What's that, Henrietta? Oh, just some costumes for the Junior League Masquerade next summer. I'm featuring the stuff in my new column. They're pretty clever dresses, too. An Arabian prince, sailor, pirate, nanny, things like that. Sounds interesting. I hope you wouldn't mind if I left the box in here for a little while. It won't fit in that cubbyhole they call my office. I'll take it home tonight. Oh, I sure hope you can manage all that on your broom, darling. You weren't very kind, Teresa. Oh, Henrietta and I love each other. Really?
What a pleasant little gathering. Well, I don't suppose anybody's been discussing work by any chance.
Yes, Mr. Hogan, we're getting out to Miss Lovelace.
Now, how considerate. Get to work. We have a newspaper to publish.
Guess I'd better clear out. Goodbye.
Another one. Listen to this. Dear Miss Lovelace, I am a young secretary to an executive in a large firm. My boss is a wonderful man, but he doesn't seem to notice me. I like him a lot, and he doesn't even know that I'm alive. What shall I do? Signed, Imogen. Isn't that silly? Tell her to spruce up with the powder and paint when we draw an attack. Maybe then that droopy boss will notice her.
Do you think that'll help?
Of course it will. Once she hooks a big fish, they'll live happily ever after. Happily that is until 5 minutes after the wedding when they have the first battle. Yes, sir. Women's makeup is dangerous ammunition.
You're too cynical.
Don't take me seriously, Josie. You've been reading too many of these trashy letters. Fairly bright, modern people. This imaging is ridiculous. I mean, could you imagine falling in love with me? No, of course not. We're too level-headed.
Flat-headed is a better word.
What?
Never mind. Right now, I think Imogene should boil her boss in oil.
Did Hogan get his call?
Oh,
What are you gushing about?
Hogan. The operator tipped me off from upstairs. Big boss man's calling.
Great. Hogan will be as playful as a hooded cobra after that call.
Mr. Hogan's in his office right now. Maybe he's on the phone.
Good. Big boss man doesn't like to be kept waiting. Now I don't want to be around when Hogan finishes that call.
Thanks for the tip, Gail. I'll remember you, my lord.
Don't mention Miss Lovelace.
I wonder what the big boss man wants.
I don't know. Maybe one of the board members tried Teresa's recipe and they're taking up the pleasure of flowers.
Very nice work, my boy. Very nice work.
Thank you, Mr. Hogan. What have I done?
Oh, nothing. We're going out of business, that's all.
Mr. Hogan!
Oh, don't worry, Josie. I'm sure if we're lucky, we'll all get nice jobs at the Siberian Gazette.
What's the matter?
You're the matter, you blundering idiot. Miss Lovelace. Bah!
If you only tell me what this is
Tell you, you'll never hear the end of it. Don't you check on the people who write those letters to you? Don't you investigate before shooting off your big mouth in the column?
We choose letters we think will be interesting to the general public, that's all.
Well, your little system certainly backfired this time. Do you remember writing to a sweet, young thing a few weeks ago. You told her to disobey her father's wishes and marry some half-baked English nobleman.
Well, what a coincidence. What a coincidence. We were just talking about that letter a little while ago. She's going to marry the young man.
Oh, how cozy. Well, it just so happens the sweet young thing is the daughter of Hubert Worthington.
Hubert Worthington?
Hubert Worthington is only the publisher of the Clarion. Isn't that Ducky? Surely you must remember his name. It's on your paycheck every week. It'll be on your application for unemployment insurance, too.
How did I know?
Worthington isn't interested in minor details, you blockhead. He only knows that a member of this staff suggested that his daughter disobey him and marry some fortune-hunting nincompoop. The nobleman is a wastrel. He's a writer.
Writer.
And do you know what he writes? He's an avant-garde writer. He's putting out a book with blank pages. Blank, mind you. He invites the reader to fill in the pages with his own word impressions.
Sounds great.
Oh, the boy is right, all right. And Vanessa Worthington, she's that spoiled daughter, swears by Miss Lovelace and her column. She's gonna marry the guy. Old Worthington is ready to chew nails. He's on his way down here right now to wring Miss Lovelace's scrawny old neck.
I better get out of here.
Oh, you'll stay and face the music.
I can't. Worthington will be looking for a sweet old lady. He can't be me.
That's right. He'll throw me out too for deceiving the public. What have you done to me?
I'm more interested in what Worthington is going to do to me.
Wait a minute. If we can convince Vanessa that Miss Lovelace might have given the wrong advice, then won't everything be all right?
Well, that sounds good, but how are you going to swing it?
There's no Miss Lovelace. That's important to remember.
There is a Miss Lovelace. You're Miss Lovelace, Dirk, and you're going to be Miss Lovelace this afternoon.
Never.
Listen to the girl. She may be able to save us.
How can I be Miss Lovelace? Do I look like Miss Lovelace to you? I need to shave. Would Miss Lovelace need to shave?
Miss Lovelace can have a 3-foot beard, for all I care. You got me into this mess, and you're getting me out of it.
Oh, Dirk's right, Mr. Hogan. He can't look like that. If only we had a suitable disguise that would... The nanny's costume. With this, Dirk, we can dress you up as a little old lady.
It'll never work. He's right.
It's 1,001 chance, I know, but it's a chance. If we don't do something, then we're just going to be these sitting ducks when Vanessa and Worthington get here.
That makes sense. Go into my office and put this on. I'll be there in a minute.
This is ridiculous.
Get going, Miss Lovelace, before I forget you're a lady and slap you in the face!
Find rouge and those in my purse. Do a good job, man.
I've been wanting to do a good job on that guy for years.
Where is everybody? Did Miss Lovelace meet her deadline?
Miss Lovelace will meet her death if it doesn't work out. Look at all these newspaper clippings about Vanessa Worthington.
Who? Oh, yes. Our publisher's darling daughter. Some darling. She's been out with every eligible nobleman in Europe.
She seems to go in for nobility. Earls, lords, princes, and we advise her to marry a fortune-hunting English nobleman.
What are you talking about?
There's no time to explain. There's a lot to do. Vanessa and Worthington will be here any minute.
Old blood and guts?
Yes.
Why didn't you say so? I'd rather eat one of my recipes than meet him. Goodbye, darling.
I am Hubert Worthington. This is my daughter, Vanessa.
Oh, father, who cares?
Be quiet! It's time for my yellow pill. I want to see Miss Lovelace at once. It's books with blank pages.
You wouldn't understand, Father. Crawlington's an impressionist.
An impressionist? I'll make an impression of Miss Lovelace's head when I get my hands on her. Imagine telling you to read that fortune hunter in my own paper. What conspiracy?
Please, Mr. Worthington. She's such a sweet little old lady.
I can imagine.
She's brought love and happiness to the hearts of so many of our readers. Please, Mr. Worthington, she didn't know the letter was from your daughter.
What difference does that make? If she advises all our young girls to marry the Crawlingtons of the world, I shudder to think what would happen to the human race, my pigpen! And a man to see Miss Lovelace at once!
I'll see if she's ready. I'll get her for you now. Oh, Miss Lovelace, someone to see you.
Coming, my dear. Oh, this is such a surprise. Someone to visit for the globe.
This is Mr. Worthington, our publisher, and his daughter, Vanessa.
Oh, this is such a pleasure. And your dear daughter, oh, your dear daughter. Goodness, how I love children so.
Miss Lovelace! You've done a terrible thing! My daughter is going to marry some fool because he's taken your advice!
Gracious, did I make a boo-boo? I'm so impetuous at times.
I call you dangerous!
Did make a bad mistake, sir, when I answered your daughter's letter. Oh, Vanessa, I'm so sorry. I confused your letter with someone else's.
Confused?
Yes, you see, it seems so much mail. I gave you the answer I intended for another lovesick girl. Of course, you should listen to your dear sweet father. He just wants you to be happy, that's all.
But I don't understand.
It's plain enough if you ask me. Miss Lovelace made a mistake.
I certainly did. I believe that your young man writes books with blank pages. I had a sad experience myself with a man like that. I was much younger then, of course. My young man painted blank canvases. He wanted to have the shadow cast on the canvas by the viewer to create the picture. He was always dabbling with blank things.
What happened?
He found some blank checks one day. He signed someone else's name and tried to have them cashed. Poor Archibald. He'll be getting out of the penitentiary next month.
How sad. A tragedy, Miss Lovelace.
Yes, that's why I'm still this Lovelace. So don't throw away your life, my dear. Listen to your dear, sweet old father.
Yes, by all means, listen to your father.
Miss Lovelace, I must admit that when I came here today, I was going to demand your resignation. But I think you deserve a second chance. Now, if Vanessa will listen to you and me, everything will be just fine.
Miss Lovelace, Father, I'll forget about Lord Crawlington.
Oh, wonderful.
Everything's all right.
And I have a present for you, Miss Lovelace. It's nothing much, but it's my small way of thanking you after everything you've done. Now that I've changed my mind, I think you deserve this more than ever.
Oh, sweet, my dear.
Come your head!
Oh, goodness, this is so embarrassing.
What's going on here? Miss Lovelace, that's the lady!
I beg your pardon, sir.
Her voice! Something happened to her voice!
My nerves, where are my bills?
I'll take him to my office. And I'll attend to you later.
This is better than initiation to sorority house. Miss Lovelace, how quaint. Tell me, are you really Miss Lovelace? And you did make a mistake in the mix of those letters? It was because Father was so angry that you tried to convince me I was doing the wrong thing.
secretary. Wherever I go. Yeah, if I get any job in any other newspaper, who would want to publish what I write in the letters to the editor column?
So unfair, Dirk.
Yeah, well, you say I were Miss Lovelace. You know, did not a whole lot of ranting about her, but strange as it sounds, I think I'm gonna miss the old girl.
But wait a minute. We're not licked yet. There's still a chance. Look at all these newspaper clippings that I got out of the old Society of H files. They give detailed listings of all of Vanessa's past romances. Earls, lords, princes, and whatnots.
I don't get it.
If we can convince Vanessa to meet another nobleman, then she might forget about Lord Collington. But she has to meet a handsome, charming prince who will sweep her off her feet.
That's great, Jason. I suppose I'll just wave my magical wand and a prince will appear in front of us just like that.
This will be perfect. The Arabian prince costume. Vanessa will go to this like bee to honey.
Be sensible, Josie. Who's gonna be shaking my baby up? You think that I'm gonna be prancing around this nightgown? You're crazy. Besides, what would Vanessa do when she found out the truth?
Well, she might come to her senses and realize that she doesn't know her own mind. But we have to try it, Turk. You can't play the role. She'd know you in a minute. We have to find someone new.
Last love letters of the day, folks. What's wrong with you two? You both slipped your hinges?
No, Gil, my boy. We have a little sign.
You'll make a wonderful Arabian prince.
What are you talking about? Are you guys crazy?
I'll explain everything while you get to your story.
Oh,
All right, Gil. You better not let us down on this. If this doesn't work, we're all fired. When Vanessa Worthington comes out of that room, we gotta turn on the charm. I want to introduce you to Vanessa.
I
Good way to
about his life, about what he's done. Make it up. Dirk, you are an editor. You are a columnist.
Or a cross-dresser.
You can do an interview.
I don't like it.
Never. I'm a woman,
Gee, Josie, is that a fact?
Of course. I know you do anything.
I didn't know you cared.
Hey, okay. I just remembered something. Prince is gonna need a name.
How about the Balmy Swami?
These Sibonius. I want something subtle, sinister, romantic, intriguing.
How about Silas Q. Koppelstrader?
Look, Gil, you're gonna ruin everything if you don't get down to business.
I have it. How about Ali Bay Window?
Ollie Bay Window. Yes. That's not bad. Vanessa Worthington inside that room. Pretend that you don't notice her. I'll be interviewing you here. I introduce you to Vanessa, you turn on the charm.
Okay. I've got nothing to lose except for my job, my pension, my reputation, and my head.
Now, Ollie Bay, tell me something about your life.
Well, I was born.
Very interesting. Now something about your early childhood.
As a child, I was a boy.
Amazing.
Who is that?
Oh, that's Dirk Lane, you know, Miss Lovelace.
No, I don't mean him. The other one. The one in the darling turban.
Oh, that's the celebrated Ali Bay Window. He's an Arabian sheik. The paper's doing a feature on his life. Dirk's interviewing him now.
That's right. And, what were your interests as a little boy?
Little girls.
And now that you've grown in world prominence and stature, what are your interests?
Big girls.
He's adorable. Please,
my brother. He's such a cool cat. We call him Ollie Cat.
Ollie, maybe we should be getting back to the interview.
May I help you, Mr. Lane? I'd love to interview the Ollie. Maybe we could have dinner tonight.
Come fly with me to my tent.
Where is it?
I'm wearing it.
You think your father will approve, Miss Worthington?
Father never approves, but I do.
Who are you?
Gil! What are you doing here? And what do you mean by coming to work in that getup? Mr. Hogan, I was friends.
Ollie, your accent, your lovely accent.
I must be going now over my dead body. Dirk, Josie. What is the meaning of this?
This is another one of your harebrained schemes. You'll be sorry, I promise you.
It was this way, Mr. Hogan.
We were doing a
He
call,
was dressed in the rain.
and he was trying to
You
get us.
moved it.
Not again, Mr. Lane. You tricked me twice in one day. And you wanted me to fall for this pony sheep?
We still have a date for dinner, my little nightingale.
Oh, stop. I wouldn't go out with you if you were the last Arabian night alive.
Oh, is that right, Miss High and Mighty? I've heard about you. You've gone out with every count and no count in the world. No red-blooded American man would look at you twice.
Bravo!
The nerve!
And another thing, you're a spoiled, snobbish brat that always seems to get the way she wants. If I were your father, I'd give you a good spanking and try to knock some sense into you. I'll leave my resignation outside.
Congratulations, young man. You're the first person to put my daughter in her place. And as for you, young lady, I'm going to take this fellow's advice.
Father, your nerves.
I've never felt better in my life.
I'm sorry, Father. Maybe I don't know my own mind. I thought that Lord Crawlington was the only one for me. But now I don't know. I know everything you said was for my own good. And I'd love to have that dinner date, if it's all right with you.
All right. Mr. Hogan, I'd like to withdraw my resignation. I'd prefer an advance on my salary. I'm paying the town red tonight.
Hogan, I guess I acted hastily today. If Miss Lovelace, this young man, wants to give advice, that's his business. Difference of opinion. Yes, that's what makes a good newspaper.
Then you're not angry anymore?
No. Advice to the lovelorn. Never missed a call myself.
I don't know how you did it, but thanks a lot.
Your office is in there, Mr. Hogan. Dirk and I have a deadline to meet.
Miss Lovelace. Never thought you'd love that old lady.
Long live Miss Lovelace.
Oh, I don't even think about this afternoon. Oh, Josie,